Hello everybody, this is the People's News today, and we are going to be going over some tidbits of news for you guys. Today we're going to be talking about the fourth stimulus check, if there will be a fourth stimulus check, and does the new bipartisan infrastructure plan include payments? Okay, we also are going to be talking about the CDC, the eviction moratorium that they have just put into play for another 60 days. We're going to be talking about that also. So without further ado, we are going to be talking first about the eviction moratorium. So yes, as we know, the CDC has announced that there is going to be a new 60-day eviction moratorium. So what does that mean for everybody that is been under the threat of being thrown out in the street because this eviction moratorium had expired, and now the CDC has extended a new one for 60 days. So what we're looking at also is penalties here for landlords too, individual landlords. Those who defy the new CDC eviction moratorium can face steep fines and criminal penalties. And now it's up to $250,000 and 1 year in jail if the eviction results in a death. And it's up to $100,000 and 1 year in jail if the eviction does not result in a death. And this moratorium on residential evictions will last until October 3, guys. So this gives a couple more months for those people that were in fear they were going to be thrown out in the street. This is some hope for them. And what I feel sorry for is the people that actually did get thrown on the street, because if you remember, guys, this had actually already expired, and then the CDC came out with eviction moratorium for another 60 days. Now that doesn't make any sense to me. I mean, it seems like that the White House and Congress could have got with CDC before this moratorium expired, the last one, and said, hey, we got to do something to extend this because this one is about to expire. That's what I would be thinking, because, I'm sure some people have gotten thrown out, because this expired. But the good news is we have another one for 60 days, and that is great because that will mean people have 60 more days. And so that has been put in place by CDC, and it is going to last until October the 3rd. And the thing with this moratorium, though, is that we are looking at what qualifies United States citizens to be qualified for this eviction moratorium. So there are qualifications for it, and you need to be in a community where there is substantial transmission of the COVID-19 infection. So, which in Reuters News, it mentions that order would cover about 90% of the U.S. population. So, and that would last until October 3. So the good thing is that when we look at the map on high transmission rate within communities, that 80 to 90% of the United States is probably, 80% of the United States, those counties in the United States are probably going to be covered under this eviction moratorium. So that is good news, all right? And Biden to announce new 60-day eviction moratorium. And yeah, that's it. That's the CDC announced a new 60-day moratorium right there. And that's good. Let me know what you guys think about it. Do you guys think, hey, they should have coordinated before this? The White House and Congress should have coordinated and said, hey, it's going to expire in 2 days, CDC. What can we do to get this thing moving along so we can actually get another moratorium before it expires? But that is not what happened. Why? I don't know. But it makes sense. I mean, so let me know what you guys think about that. And we're going to be talking about, we're going to talk next about the fourth stimulus check, and does the new bipartisan infrastructure plan include payments? So the new infrastructure proposal has officially been proposed in the Senate after winning support from a bipartisan group, including 17 Republican lawmakers. So this has actually been officially proposed now in the Senate, the bipartisan infrastructure plan. And last Wednesday, this $1,000 trillion national infrastructure plan has been voted in favor by the Senate, and that happened on Wednesday. After this deal was struck between President Joe Biden and the bipartisan group of senators, it was a 67-32 victory, the proposal. That happened on Monday. Now, as we know, there was a $2.3 trillion proposal before. As we know, this proposal is much smaller than Biden's $2.3 trillion proposal, the American Jobs Plan. But this does have a lot of crucial policies in it, and we're going to break down this bipartisan proposal. I'm going to break it down for you. And then we're going to go over an interesting tweet that Biden said that could lead us to believe there might be some kind of stimulus in there in this bill, okay? So to summarize and break down this bipartisan bill, we have $110 billion for the roads and bridges. Now that would include the repair of roads and bridges, maybe new roads and bridges, and that's needed. $39 billion for public transport, okay, definitely needed. Maintenance of the transport, better transport, safety. $66 billion for passenger freight and rail. That's definitely important, and it's about safety of everybody, because different people use the rail system and it needs to be saved. We're talking about $7.5 billion for electric vehicle charging stations. And I believe by 2030, there's a certain percentage of electrical vehicles they want the United States to have out on the road, percentage of citizens using them, the hybrid and electric vehicles. And that's why they're spending so much money, $7.5 billion on these, because they're planning to have so many percentage of Americans already have these types of vehicles in 2030. And that I'm not sure if it's 50%. I want to say it's 50%, but I don't know about you guys. I don't have money to buy those hybrid or the electric vehicles. I can barely pay for the vehicle I have now. So $5 billion going on. The $5 billion is for electric and hybrid school buses. That's good for the kids. Our kids need to be safe. $42 billion to reduce congestion in airports and ports. We all travel sometimes in the airport, and we know we get in delayed flights, and it's horrible, and we don't want that. And this could help with that. And we have also $55 billion for water and wastewater infrastructure. We want to have clean water. We want to drink clean water. And $65 billion to expand broadband access. And I know, guys, there was a program for broadband where you could get a discount. And I think that was if you are at a certain income level, you made so much a year, you could get a discount on broadband, or maybe even free. I'm not exactly sure about that. But this, I believe, is part of that. Now, wouldn't it be something if you could get like 90%, 80%, 74%, even free, depending upon your income level? Wouldn't that be something if that bill, that area of the bipartisan infrastructure plan deal was broken down that way? That would be nice, but we don't know. We'll have to wait and see. $20 billion to clean up super sites and cap obsolete gas wells. Definitely important. Fuel is toxic, so we need to make sure it's contained. $73 billion to modernize the national grid and further introduce renewable energy. Now, you remember what happened in Texas, guys, the winter part of Texas that happened. And so during the winter, there was a problem with electric there, the power grid there, and they had all kinds of problems. And people weren't expecting that type of cold weather there for so long. And they have problems with their power there. And this could definitely help out in that situation, because I think there was a lot of people that had I do believe there may have been people that died because of that situation. That's horrible. Anyways, this could help out with that. This is a breakdown of the infrastructure, the bipartisan infrastructure deal, guys. And what we wanted to look at here is the tweet of Biden. This is very interesting, guys. Biden says here in the tweet, the bottom line is this: the bipartisan infrastructure deal is a blue-collar blueprint to rebuild America that will help make our historic economy recovery a historic long-term Boom. So the words here that I saw that immediately stood out to me were blue collar blueprint. Okay. So blue collar blueprint. When we think of blue collar, we think of lower wage workers. So to rebuild and is a blue collar blueprint. So hopefully that blue collar blueprint means that there is some kind of help in there for low wage workers, whether it be a stimulus check or something. I don't know. That's just my take on it. But let me know what you guys think in the comments section about that. Do you think this could be a hint that Biden is going to put something in there for the low wage workers? Maybe a stimulus check, maybe not. I don't know. But that is my idea on that. And let me know what you guys think about that in the comments section. So we know there are senators in favor of stimulus. We know that. Bernie Sanders, there's a lot of them in favor for the stimulus. And but for these bills and these infrastructure proposals to pass, remember in my other videos, I explained to you about how this works in Congress. It has to be, if it's bipartisan, it has to be 50 Democratic senators and at least 10 Republican senators have to be in favor of for it to pass. So that has to happen first, and that's the real challenge to this. And this, if it happens this way, it will prevent the filibuster. So guys, let me know what you think in the comments section about this forced stimulus check, if it will happen or not in this infrastructure plan. And let me also know what you think about the eviction moratorium. Please watch, like, and subscribe and comment, guys. I'm here trying to bring news to you. I'll be coming up with new videos every day. If you have a video or a subject you would like me to talk about, then go ahead and put that in the comment section. So I will be coming up with new videos on stimulus, infrastructure, COVID-19, local news, global news, stuff that benefits you. So please watch, like, and subscribe. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful, beautiful, blessed day.